So welcome to Marchwood-house, or at least where Marchwood-house is going to be. So a bit of background to the project. I got into position last year where I was able to pay off the mortgages of my 2 flats. So at this point I was able to speak with my financial advisor, see what kind of capital I'd be able to borrow. Initially I was looking at buying a flat or a house, something maybe to do up. Then a little brainworm started working its way through into my thoughts. I've done some work on building sites as a labourer, I've done some demolition work and even sold double glazing. I've helped friends and family do extensions, building garages and plenty of DIY. I've got most of the skills needed to build most of a house myself, and I could do it for about the same price as a small terraced house. Now here is where I got really lucky. When I was a kid, my parents bought the fields that you're looking at here behind the family home for a very good price, as it was outside the development envelope for our town and couldn't be built on. Now this changed a few years ago as the boundary was extended to include this field, and my dad's often mused that he would like to put a small eco house at the bottom of the garden in that patch of woods. So I started doing some research, lots of Googling, visiting websites, speculatively pricing a house on the thinking that it was a nice idea and to see how far I could take it. So I snuck up to my parents' house with a tape measure, and I was caught red-handed by my mum measuring how big the potential plot would be. So I was interrogated and had to admit that I'd been researching costs for building a house and to try and take it as far off the grid as possible while still having a modern luxury home. So I made them an offer. I'm very pleased to say that they accepted, and I'm now the proud owner of the small piece of land on the outskirts of town, and of a bit of woodland that's going to be turned into the woodland garden. So this area is going to be turned into the woodland garden. Looking at old maps, there was a dairy here hundreds of years ago. You can still see the remnants of the walls of this old building. There was a couple of wells on the property on the old maps that we found as well. So I'm going to be looking at drilling a well in the future. So the whole process has taken about 1.5 years to get to this point. Still a long way from even beginning to break ground. I've applied for planning permission for a 3-bedroom house, and this has been sent for neighbour notifications, which will come back fine. Architect has done all the initial drawings, and we've submitted that for planning permission, which, if you do follow the Facebook page, you will know that planning permission has been accepted. So what I've submitted is plans for a SIPS house. That stands for Structurally Insulated Panels. And what this basically is a couple of sheets of oriented strand board sandwiching a layer of insulating foam. So this allows the structure to go up really quickly, to be wind and water tight within a very short period of time. So SIPs are very strong, stronger than a normal timber frame kit, and very well insulated. And this will mean that I'll be able to use an air source heat pump to heat the property. It makes it nice and cosy and also very efficient as well. So on the roof, I'm planning on having a green roof with a large solar array, and hopefully I'll link that to a battery as well. small steps being taken every day towards the building of my dream home. So I'd love to share this journey with you. Hear your thoughts in the comments below on what I've had planned or any suggestions based on your own project. So please like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications, and smash that like button to help the algorithm send others my way. See you for the highs and lows.